begin to look at the Ghana currency, Ghana money, the big six. What really did they do? What actually have they done for Ghana? If you take Nkrumah out, what really have they done that you can say, hey, these persons, they are the reason why this thing is this way. They are the reason why we have these systems here. What did they do? Because Akufo-Addo is the one that had the idea that it is so much important. This big six has to be on the money. That is why the currency was changed. And he has his father among the big six. Because if you take Nkrumah out, the big five, what was the agenda of the big six? And as leaders, when there's a group and there's an agenda, even if all are leaders, in these leaders, you have somebody who will spearhead this group or the agenda of these things. Definitely you have somebody that will lead. But let's begin to ask ourselves, did they have a knowing of unity or understanding? Because if you cross even Togo to Nigeria, who knows about Akufo-Addo's father, the big six? If you point to a Ghanaian to tell you about who Akufo-Addo's father is and what he did for Ghana, what will a citizen, a Ghanaian, say about Akufo-Addo's father? What really the big six back then they did for Ghana? Because if you take Nkrumah out, the big five, what really did they do for Ghana? What really did they do, my people? I'm asking this because you yourself, what really did they do? The big five, what really did they do? But you have this president, Akufo-Addo, come in and then make sure this person's images are there. What are we teaching even the coming generation? Because Akufo-Addo, who has to make sure his father's image is there. Yes, my father. Why are you putting Oli Nkrumah? You have a Nigerian artist, having Nkrumah's image on his body, tattoo, because of what this Nigerian knows about Nkrumah, the sacrifice and the things that he did in Africa. Many Africans know Nkrumah for what he did. Who knows Akufo-Addo's father, the big five? Who knows what they did? Even in Ghana here, people don't know what actually they did for Ghana. You see Akufo-Addo's governance, just like the 666. That is how it was. So you see, Akufo-Addo's father is just like a reflection of his son, what he came to do to Ghana. When he came as a president, what did he do? What burden has he lifted from Ghanaians that you can say, this one? The only thing, he blinded people, free SHS. That is what he did. Your children will be going to school free, and then there will be pressure at home. So he replaced that. Your parents will come and sit home due to job loss, and then your children will be going to school free. That is what he did. He flipped things. Just like how he has to include this big five for Ghanaians to believe that they did something monumental for Ghana. If not because people will talk, he would have added his image. If not because Ghanaians will begin to ask questions, he would have added his picture. But he knows that when he brings his only father, when he brings only the image of his father, Ghanaians will talk, will question. And so we have to add the rest, the big five, included Nkrumah, the big six. What did they do? What have they done to Ghana? If you take Nkrumah out, because you can see what Nkrumah have done. Every Ghanaian, every African, most Africans, they know Nkrumah. What did the father do? It should tell you that what the father did is what he came to do, a reflection. That is what he came to do. 6-6, his governance was like the 6-6, was like the father and his gang that he included. That didn't have a mindset of knowing, of unity. Because unity is knowing. It's not about being in a group. That is why that couldn't stand. I don't know what was the agenda. But you see, they all turned against Nkrumah. Did they have a mindset of unity? Because unity is knowing. Just like how his father never wanted unity, create separation because of what they don't know, is what he came to do. What unity has he brought to his own party? You see, when people were talking, he was not listening. It's the same thing the father did. He was the only person that when he became president, now almost every leader in that party want to be a president also. Why? Because they can see that the thing is so cheap. Akufo-Addo can govern this way, and Ghanaians are seeing these things. I can also be a leader. Then it's my turn. No unity. You see, he left the party broken. He couldn't even unite his own party people. There was no order. The order is shouting and making sure certain people feel uncomfortable. That is order. And these persons who is making sure that they are uncomfortable, their uncomfortableness does not bring awareness to the country. Order, you see, behaving like a narcissist. because that is who he is. My people, just like how a narcissist will get married to someone and be tormenting their lives, so are them if they become leaders. That is why when they were talking, people were talking, he was not listening. Where people are homeless due to flood, he was telling them, you didn't vote for me. You didn't vote for me. He's forgotten that he's the president of the country for which he's making such statement, as if he has lost a battle and something has happened there in the voter region and he has to go there. You see, you people, you didn't vote for me. You see, like I would have helped you. This person is talking as if he's not the president. He's the president of this country at that time and making such statement. You did not vote for me, you people, but I'm here. This is a narcissist. This is how we teach people. I think Efremamu, Tetekwashi, and Nkrumah, even this market women, their images should rather be on the currency. It should rather be on the currency. They shouldn't leave that out, because Akufo-Addo's father, what has he done? If you ask a Ghanaian, what has he done? What has he done that you can say that yes, we are the ones, or he did this for Ghana? It's why Ghana is moving forward this way. He had a mindset of separation. Akufo-Addo's father, you could see, he had the mindset of just like how he came to govern. Stand up, you, what are you saying? Me, I've come to a funeral, you people are sitting up. Stand up there. It's the same thing, it's in the blood. Reflection. That is what he came to do. He abolished certain things about Nkrumah, taking Ghanaians' minds off of the things that Nkrumah has done. Instead of Founders Day, Founder Day, add S, Nkrumah, and then everything that he did shows that Nkrumah shouldn't have been on the limelight. Everything, the changes and the things he did shows that Nkrumah shouldn't be the one that people should know in Africa. But what did his father did? What did his father do? What did he do? That is why when he was leaving, he has to renovate the Nkrumah Museum to convince you that but literally the things that he did never showed that he really valued the sacrifice that Nkrumah has done for Ghana. So that he can sit down, people can sit down and say, oh wow, even people who were talking good about Nkrumah couldn't do these things. Oh, I dream. All these are sense. You people cannot see it. It's all sense to throw you off the reality and the things that is done. Just like how things were difficult, but he had the mindset to build cathedral because he knows that you people are religious. My people, this is the time for you to wise up, wisen up as an African, as Ghanaian, as citizen. Begin to wise up. And all these things you can know, you can clearly see these persons for who they are if you leave certain teachings. So your eyes will open, my people. Holding on to certain teachings cannot make you increase in awareness, I tell you. It cannot make you increase unless you leave these teachings. Don't go beyond the Savior. You cannot see things from a higher perspective, I tell you. That is why when things were difficult, he was dancing. You see him in the churches singing. See, one hand in his pocket most of the time. See, then he'll be dancing. The pocket, Ghana money, the money that he said that Ghana has, he saw it. That is why he was dancing, to show to you that yes, indeed, God is there. He said the battle is the Lord's. You think the Lord that he was talking about, because you are religious, you think some Lord, don't you know that you are God? Don't you know? Don't you know that the energy that is making you hear what I say is God? That is what you should know. Isn't that magical? Don't you know? So when he said the battle is the Lord's, you think the Lord's you are talking about is some Lord somewhere? The Lord's. You should know. It's the Lord's. That is why they twist your brain. You see, because you are religious. Lord's. What did he came to do? The image that you are praising, you go to church to pray that he should be helping God and Radin Yakupon. Was it a reflection of what he came to do? He was showing you how to be religious. You see his family members, coming in, and they were doing more stuff, awarding contracts to family members and daughters. Everything he came to do was about his family, not the betterment of this country, this continent. You saw it. That is why somebody like his father picture is in the currency that we are using now. That is why when you buy something at his time, you take 100 cedis, 200 cedis, you buy something, then the money is finished. Just like his ideas. It's not a long term. Oh, we are not going to take toll again. The toll that when car passes, they'll come and give 1 cedi, 2 cedi. No, it's not even relevant anymore. We are going to change it to washrooms so that when motorists citizens are passing, they can go there and go and ease themselves. Hey, what an idea, my people. What an idea. And this idea came because just you sitting at home, at your workplace, wherever that you are, they are also in their office and receiving money of the transactions that you are making daily on your mobile money. Money is coming there. So in a day, one person, you can take about 50 Ghana cedis depending on your transactions. So imagine the kind of money he was making at his tenure. This tool does not even make sense again. The mobile money, let's throw their brain off because they say they don't want the mobile money. The tax will be reduced. So no. It shouldn't be that. Imagine digitalization. They were telling us digitalization. How can you be championing the cost and be saying digitalization whilst at that time the cost of data was higher than now? How does this even make sense? Most of the things that they introduced were things that were even coming to increase the burden of the citizens, but they promote it in a way to make you believing in that illusion. And you see Wi-Fi, sign and things, and these Wi-Fi and things are for the government. People who have money, you go and buy data 10 cedi, you watch 1-2 video, then it's done. How can you see the things that are even happening in the country? So it's only the rich people who can be seeing the things that they are doing. Before you receive certain information that this is what the government is doing, it's something that is being filtered, and the person will also say it in a way that you also believe, because you don't really, you have the smartphone, all right, but you don't really come online because of data prices, and you buy 10 cedi, then it goes. So you see persons, they have smartphone, all right, but they don't come online basa. You see them online at night, and sometimes the next day they'll go to work. My people, it's all about knowing who you are. The things you know is what can make you see these leaders for who they are, not what they are posing as. Because Akufo-Addo's father, this big five, if you take Nkrumah out, this big five, what have they done to Ghana? What have they done? What have they done that their images has to be on the currency, my people? What have they done? Let's begin to see things this way, because it's like when you look at things from a higher perspective, it's like Ghanaians are not thinking. Leaders in Africa are not thinking. Most leaders in Ghana, they are not thinking. My people, they are not thinking. Their images, what is he doing there? Their images, that you see them, that they line up that way. See his father and his Akwaji and all these people. What are they doing there? What are they doing there? They can name them after some streets, but not on the currency, my people. Because what is generating money for Ghana now? Is it not the cocoa? Who brought the cocoa? Tete Kwashi. He should be on the currency. He went to Fernando Po. He traveled outside to go and bring this cocoa. And it's why the world, they mention Ghana, say Ghana cocoa. Ghana cocoa, the best of the West Africa, and you see the cocoa. His name should be, his image. Ifremamu, all these persons, their image should be on the currency, the Ghana currency. It's not things of the past. Because if it's things of the past, these were the people that you can talk about that,